What's going on, gang? Thanks for tuning into another episode of watching me completely melt away right before your eyes. It's I don't know, again, at this point in time, I don't know, it's like 112 outside with no reprieve in sight. But if you look way behind me, I actually see some white puffy clouds, so who knows if we're gonna get any rain. There was some actual wildfires out here last night due to some lightning, so it's possible that we could get a little bit of precipitation and maybe cool some of this madness down. I got my catfish rig set up. I'm just waiting on my truck to cool down. That's the only reason that I'm outside right now, I promise you, because it's not that pleasing to be outside. So we're just waiting on the truck, this little AC unit to start working. But I promised you folks that August 11th would be one of my best giveaways I've ever made or ever had. So that's why I'm out here tonight. I had a little tickle in my body saying don't do it, it's too hot, it's not fun anymore, but I got to keep my promise and we're out here. So starting next week, I'm going to be on a little path to some new lakes for about a month, and hopefully I can find some good spots along the way to start camping at some more. So hopefully that'll work out really well. But as of right now, it's hot, it's miserable, and my truck is still too hot to get inside. So I'm just gonna hang out and let that thing cool down, and we'll see you inside. Well, same old, hanging out in the oven, waiting for this thing to kind of cool down, but it still feels better than being outside. I have not been outside that long, other than throwing that catfish rig out, and I'm already just almost soaking wet. It's just, it feels good outside. But we should play a little game of how long can we keep this GoPro running. I bet maybe 5 minutes, but I got some extra batteries here. We're gonna plug it in to the old power station so we can have some on-demand power in the event I need it. Okay, so keep those off to the side because I'm gonna need them. And yeah. This is kind of a joke, but I got this just to see what it was like. Looks like a giant pill, but it's a fan. It's a foldable fan. You probably can't see that going, but it actually puts off a decent little breeze. A little rechargeable little fan, kind of neat. And while I'm waiting for this thing to actually cool down, this feels pretty good. Cooling off all the sweat off my face. But I do need to do a little bit of work in here tonight on this false tailgate. So for some reason, this is kind of a prototype that I've used longer than I thought that I would, because it's worked out pretty well, but the top of it, I have a hard time keeping it sealed up against the back of my bed, or the back of my truck bed. So the only thing I can think of to do right now, besides making a brand new false tailgate, and I'm definitely not doing that right now in the heat of the summer, is I got some of these little screw-in eyelets, and I'm going to screw one in each corner just from the inside here, like right there. And then I'm going to use my little locks that I showed you folks a long time ago. I got a piece of paracord and this little Night Eyes cam buckle lock thing. These things are amazing, but my idea is to use this and hook it into the eyelet and kind of pull it against my truck. I don't know if that's gonna work, but while I'm sitting in here waiting for it to cool down, I figured it'd be a good time to see if I can't get something like that to work. So that's what we're gonna do. But we're gonna start over here in the corner. See, I've got a lot of play. I don't know if that's coming through on video, but I'm hoping that this is gonna kind of pull it and squeeze it tight in there. Okay, well that went in much faster than I thought. So I think what I'm going to do is use this loop in the paracord and see if I can put it on my my tie-down strap that's actually on the side of my bed. I might have to come up somewhere a little higher for it to actually work, but we'll see if that works. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's not too bad. Let me get this other one put in. Coffee. Got all kinds of stuff. Definitely don't need this. My bellows, my lighters. I can just clear this stuff out for right now. There we are. Okay. I think that helps a little bit. I mean, laws of physics will tell me that I need to actually find somewhere else where to attach that cam buckle strap, somewhere up here to actually pull it from up higher, but that helps a little bit. So that gives me hope for when I get home and it's not 800,000 degrees. I can figure something else out. It's a little bit more permanent, but I think that's going to work for tonight. As much as I can seal up. Yes, I need to put some more weather stripping in the sides and all that good stuff, but this is better than it was when I got here. So, and I'm hungry. I'm not gonna cook just yet, but I did bring some snacks, and of course I'm not gonna bore you with it. I got my dinner Reds cocktail. We got a peach, we got a plum, and I got my salads that I bought about 4 of last week. So I'm gonna enjoy this salad right now, and then hopefully once it cools down a little bit, we're gonna head outside and get some water boiling and start cooking the real dinner.
So crawl into the window. I have this feeling of dread. Everything is quiet. It's eerily quiet.
Well, and all this fun that I'm having back there, I forgot that I threw out a catfish rig. So I'm gonna go out here and check it and see how unlucky I am today. It's hard to tell. Nope. And no bacon. Literally no bacon. That's it for me fishing tonight, gang. It's just too hot, and I was gonna give it one shot, one slab of bacon, and I did, and we got nothing. So I guess let's get dinner started. So the prep for tonight's meal is extremely complicated. I gotta boil some water. And so I brought my little 1-burner cooker. And gas typically helps. All right. Truth be told, I brought this as a spare or a backup in case I ran out, because I thought that I had one in here. I don't. So, and I asked my wife if she had a little container that I could use to bring some water to boil. And this is what she gave me. I've never seen a water bottle with a luggage strap on it, but hopefully it works. It's just giant. How do you get this thing open? Okay. Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. Okay, let's see if we can get this thing lit. There we go. And we're having crab legs for dinner. One of my all-time favorite seafoods is crab legs. The store did not have the Alaskan king crab legs. I could eat 20 pounds of those in one sitting and go back for more. All they had were snow crab legs, but that's okay. Literally all you do is heat them up, but you got to put some of this in it, in the water. This is Zatarain's shrimp and crab boil, and this takes just hardly any. It is so potent, and that'll be more than enough to give it that Cajun flavor. So we're gonna let this boil, and while I let this boil, I promise you folks, the biggest giveaway that I've ever done on this channel, and by biggest I literally mean that. It is the biggest item I've ever given away, and it is the most expensive. So its retail value is around $2,000, folks. So it's a cool giveaway, it's a fun giveaway, it's not gonna be for everyone, and I cannot ship it. There is no way. It weighs over 100 pounds. So I'm gonna cut to some epic B-roll and show you folks what I'm giving away, and then when we come back, when the water's boiling, I'll kind of discuss how you can win it. So folks, take a look. All right guys, so this is the giveaway for this video. This comes from ENGWE, and this is their flagship brand new model that they just released, the X26. And folks, this thing is an absolute beast. It weighs around 100 pounds. It is a folding bike, so you can fold this up if you feel the need to pack it up a little bit easier. But overall, guys, this thing is just absolutely massive. We've got 24-inch tires that are 4 inches wide, so this is off-road capable if you feel the need. So up front, you've got your standard hydraulic suspension. Here in the middle, you've got a mechanical type suspension that's gonna help your butt when you go over bumps. And then in the back, you've got adjustable air and spring shock absorbers. So it's a very, very smooth, comfortable ride. And this thing right here, guys, is capable of up to around 150-mile range if you use pedal assist. And that's mainly because right here in the tube right here, you've got a 10 amp hour battery. You also have another 19.2 amp hour battery in the seat post that's integrated into the seat post. So you have almost 30 amp hours worth of juice in this thing. And to turn on this main seat post battery, there's a button that you click, and that turns on this battery when this battery gets depleted, or you can use this battery first and then go on to this battery, whichever one you prefer. But overall, about 30 amp hours worth of juice. All right, so now we're in the shadow, so hopefully you can see the screen a little bit better. But right now we're in normal mode. You can press this middle button here, hold it down, and that's gonna throw you into sport. Hold it down again, you're gonna go into eco mode. Hold it down again, and you're gonna go back just to regular pedal assist type stuff. And then you got a plus and a minus button. And this is going to dictate how much juice the battery uses, how much it's going to help you while you're pedaling. Now, you can start off pedaling and then hit the gas button, and it's going to actually go for you. You're not going to have to pedal if you don't want to. But we got 8 speeds here. We got actual hydraulic brakes on the front and the rear. And these are not mechanical disc brakes. These are actual hydraulic lines that are going to give this thing a ton of stopping power. You're going to have a front riding light for night, and then when you squeeze the brakes in the back, you've actually got an integrated brake light that's going to help people, you know, see when you're stopping. Really comfy seat, little carriage luggage rack right here, and then of course up here you can see where you can adjust the suspension on this bike on the front forks, and then on the back you can even adjust the air pressure right here. If you want a little bit more bumpy, cushy ride, you can adjust it there. So overall, just a massive, really well-built, put-together little e-bike. But let's get on it and see if we can get up to 31 miles an hour, because that's what this thing's rated for in sport mode, is a max 31 miles per hour. So let's give that a shot. folks. That's what I'm going to be giving away on this video. I think it's really cool. Again, the retail value on this thing is $19.99. I think right now they're actually going for $18.99 for some kind of like new promo special since they just released this. But I'm going to be giving this thing away, and it is crazy fun. It can put my body up to around 30 miles per hour with no pedaling at all. And I'm going to get around 48 to 50 miles just off of that. So if you live next to like a grocery store or a convenience store or whatever, you can literally use this as like your go-to little errand runner because it is so big and you do feel safe on it. So I think it's a pretty cool little gizmo. But anyway, folks, back to the video. So there you go, folks. That is the giveaway for this episode. And cheers. Now I understand that it's not for everyone, but let me let you in on a little secret. If you win it and you don't want it or need it, sell it. Those things go like hotcakes on Facebook Marketplace, all that good stuff. So I just thought it would be a fun giveaway. I've never done anything like it before. And it's a super sweet little e-bike. I say little, it's huge, but look down in the video description below on what you folks have to do to win it. There's some rules and some stipulations and things like that are being flown down to me, but it's totally free. And obviously I can't ship it. So if you're within about a 100-mile radius of North Texas, of Dallas, Fort Worth, I can probably meet you somewhere, or you can meet me, whatever, if you want it. But $2,000, it might be worth a little bit of a drive to come get it. I don't know. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. It's not a power station, something boring like that. But back to dinner now. So finally popped my Reds open. Got some clouds brewing in behind me. Got my big bag of crab legs. But you can't have crab legs without corn on the cob. So this is actually fresh corn on the cob that we husked, I guess, and cleaned up. So into the pot of hot water, it's not boiling, it goes. We're gonna let that get heated up. And then we're gonna throw the crab legs in there. So it's funny, I came over here to get some butter. And when it's been as hot and dry as it has been here in Texas for the last 2 months, how excited you get about seeing that stuff behind me. I think those are called clouds, but I'll have to go check the old Google to make sure I'm right. It's been so long. The corn is pretty much done. So I'll butter that up and salt it here in just a second. But as far as these delicious, tasty crab legs go, they're already cooked. You just want to throw them in boiling water for just a few minutes just to kind of soften up the shells. But if you leave them in there for too long, then it gets real hard to crack them. So it's kind of a game. Look at those though. Ah, I could eat them just like that. Get in there, goodness. So this pot obviously isn't the biggest that I could find, but it's the biggest that I brought with me. But we're just gonna kind of let these soak in here for just a little bit, not much. And it smells just like a crawfish boil. So I've got my little salt and pepper shaker, just a little bit. Now it's not your Mexican street corn, you can't beat that, but it's pretty good. Let's give these a turn. And that's about it for these. I got quite a few more to stick in there, but that's about all you need. And guys, these weren't that expensive. I think for a pound and a half, it was like $13. So these are actually cheaper than going to buy a ribeye or something. Now they're more work to eat, but they're oh so good. Now it is time to dig in. So I do have a little bit of melted butter. I thought I had to heat it up. I don't know what I was thinking. It's 100,000 degrees outside. it melted on its own. Because you got to have that to dig into these things. So let's start with that big old claw. And some people use crackers. I think a good old metal fork is the easiest. Stick it in there. Oh. All that yummy crab meat. Can't beat it. Let's try this corn. I got a lot of crab legs to eat. I don't have time wasting it on corn right now. Alright guys, I'm going to scarf this down. It's going to take a while and it's messy, so I'll come back to you when I get done. Here's the leftovers of the crab legs. Not much is left. So I'm actually going to sit here and finish my reds. Then I'm going to take this to the dumpster because I don't want to get visited by a whole herd of raccoons tonight, because I'm pretty sure they would thoroughly enjoy this. Well folks, I can kind of hear some thunder way back there in the distance over there, and then even we got some thunder clouds forming up over here behind the trees that you can't see, so we might get lucky and get a little bit of rain. But as you can tell, maybe it's crazy hot outside still, and it's almost 8:30. So I'm gonna crawl into the back of the truck here and get my movies going, and we'll see you inside. But hopefully some of these clouds will unleash some of that stuff they call rain. I think that's what it is. Maybe lower the temperature down for me a little bit tonight. But yeah, anyway, we'll see you inside. This weather's getting out of hand. It's, kid you not, it's almost 8:30, and it's, I don't know how much longer I can do this until it gets a little bit cooler. It's just, man, I just got done setting up my my cameras for trying to get you folks another really cool nighttime time lapse. But I don't think we're going to get anything tonight because I got a lot of clouds rolling in and thunder, and I can't leave those cameras out if it's raining, obviously. So I don't know if we're going to get any kind of time lapse tonight. I was kind of hoping so, but I'm not going to complain if we get rain. That'll be fantastic. Sleep like an absolute baby child tonight if that happens. But got a couple of good movies. I'm a freak. I'm a sucker for these mystery killer movies, and I found another cool one on Netflix. I watched a little bit of it today while I was out here kind of just cooling off, so I got a couple more episodes of that to watch, and gonna head to bed here pretty soon. An update on the cycling, because I know all y'all are uber super crazy concerned about that. But so far as of this week, let's see, we've gotten up to 57 miles, so that's not too bad. My goal was 50, and I still got Saturday and Sunday to ride. So yeah, starting to get a little bit easier, a little bit, my legs aren't feeling quite as much jello-ish at night, so that's good, that's fun. But it's going well, it's going really well. The wife's Tara's doing really good on her little challenge she's doing with herself too, so it'll be fun to give you guys a 6-month update. I got to find some fresh clothes though, because this ain't happening. I'm not laying down with this. Shorts, shirt, and some other stuff. But I'm gonna get changed up here, folks, and it's starting to feel really good in here though. Woo! 72 degrees in here. That sure beats the 185 outside. Oh yeah. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna get changed, get these things on, and maybe we'll see you here in a little bit. Oh. Folks, I am getting ready to head to bed now. I got my fresh, clean clothes on. About to start my movie, and in an effort to keep this video as short as possible with having to do that little giveaway B-roll, I'm not gonna draw it out much longer, but in case you're wondering what I'm watching, which I'm suckered into now, is called Catching Killers. I know it sounds terrible, but it's really interesting, and it's a pretty good produced little Netflix docu-series. And so far it's pretty good. I'm on the second episode now, but folks, that's about it. I'm gonna get a few snacks going on while I watch my movie, Peach and a Plum, and we will see you folks in the morning if we have a sunrise. I don't know. Clouds came rolling in. I don't think we're gonna get any kind of night time lapse going on, but I won't know until the morning. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for following along to this point, and we will see you tomorrow. So take care. Good morning, folks. Slept pretty good. Did not have any rain last night, unfortunately. There was some thunder, but we never got any rain, so that was kind of a bummer. But overall, pretty peaceful night. We've got my coffee going, and I think we might get a sunrise. I don't know. It's 6:45 and it's not up yet. So maybe we'll catch one by the time my coffee's done and I'm ready to get out of here. So, well, that didn't take very long. So I'm gonna let that get completely heated up. Pour my coffee, and we'll see you folks outside. Well, we're a tad early, but it still doesn't look too bad out there. But I think we still got about 20 more minutes before sunrise, but I'm gonna head home. But folks, thanks for tagging along so much, and thanks for watching. And next week, brand new location, brand new lake. So get some new content out there for you starting next week. So hope you tag along. And I just realized that I left my thing here. So glad I came down here, but gang, I got my coffee. Decent pre-sunrise, and I'm gonna head home. So don't forget to check the video description down below, folks, on what you got to do to get put into the drawing for that ENGWE e-bike. So until next week, folks, we'll see you soon. Take care.